Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Philip Clingan, who was just admitted as a Doctor of Science honoris causa, is our guest speaker this morning. Please join me in welcoming him.
Vice-Chancellor, members of the University, graduates, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is an honour to receive the recognition of an honorary degree in science from the University of Wollongong. I'm a very proud member of this community and I feel privileged to accept this award. Firstly, allow me to congratulate the graduates on the bestowing of your degrees and honours today. You have all worked extremely hard to achieve the distinctions awarded today, and I'm honoured to be a witness to your accomplishments. Today, I would like to share with you some personal insights gleaned from my career in medical oncology, spanning over 30 years, most of it in this very city. I've always had a profound interest in science. This led me to the University of New South Wales, where I graduated from medicine in 1978. I went on to work in Sydney and Perth before completing a fellowship in oncology training in Toronto, Canada. Following this, I returned to work in Wollongong in September 1986. I felt that the Illawarra would be an excellent place to raise my young family, and I was not wrong. Reflecting back to 1986 and my arrival in Wollongong, I'm still struck by the challenge that I felt faced this region, and so began my lifelong work of improving cancer services for the Illawarra region. By 1990, there was an amazing groundswell of support for better access to medical services. As a community, we were able to raise over $1.2 million from private donations, which went into building the Illawarra Cancer Care Centre. This centre still remains an integral part of our local community and health service delivery. We cannot afford to rest. Medicine and healthcare delivery are constantly changing. It is our great challenge and responsibility to ensure that our regions continue to have the same level of access to healthcare services as our bigger city sisters. I have felt this point most passionately and still find myself advocating for our region. I hope that you too are inspired to advocate in your healthcare fields. Over the last 30 years of my career, I have witnessed amazing progress in scientific knowledge, therapeutic options and diagnostic modalities associated with cancer care. I am proud to state that Australia is one of the world leaders in cancer care. Australians are vibrant and inquisitive people, natural scientists. I encourage you to continue this tradition when you embark upon your own career in health science. Innovation and understanding occur when people take the time to ask why. In medical oncology 30 years ago, there were limited treatment options of many common cancers, but people continue to ask the question why, with their research in basic sciences, medical sciences, nursing, pharmacology and technology. Over time, these inquiries led to translational changes in practice. Now, I commonly order CT scans, MRI scans or PET scans that simply did not exist 30 years ago. It is also common for me to prescribe individualised medicines based on the knowledge of the patient's tumour biology and their genetics. If you had told me this was possible 30 years ago, I would have found it very difficult to believe. I can scarcely imagine the changes that you will see over the lifetime of your careers. As you commence your careers, remember that it's all about our collaboration. It's all about people, how we communicate, how we inspire, and how we challenge each other. One of the wonderful things about living in Wollongong is the diversity of the people who live and work in our region. By living in such a diverse community, I have learnt the importance of respect for other people's beliefs, no matter how far away they are from your own. As I have, you will also encounter those who challenge you. I implore you to treat them with respect and dignity and humanity. As keepers of scientific knowledge, it is our duty to provide non-judgmental, evidence-based care. It is also our responsibility to challenge dogma where we see fit and continue to question. Do not fall into the trap of safely following the prescribed guidelines. Do not fall into the trap of only seeing the negative. Do not fall into the trap of giving up too easily when faced with adversity. Throughout my career, it has been my experience that where there is a will, there is a way. It is important that we have rules and guidelines, but treat them as such. Always remember the individual you are applying them to. Patients are not numbers or statistics, but an individual with their own humanity, hopes, dreams, fears and aspirations. As a clinician, I continued to be involved in the why of patient treatment outcomes. Initially, I became in large-scale, multiple clinical trials as a clinician investigator. This work reconnected me with the basic why of oncology. I reacquainted myself with epidemiology and statistics for patient trials and also racked up the frequent flyer points as I attended many international investigating meetings over the years. The Trial Centre at Southern Medical Daycare grew in reputation during these years, and I believe that this involvement in clinical trials as a clinician investigator was the first step in my journey towards clinician researcher. This is where collaboration plays a hand. When the University of Wollongong approached the Wollongong Hospital about fostering research between our institutions, I was ready to be involved. Over the next 15 years, my collaboration with Professor John Bremner, who's actually sitting in the front row here, with the School of Chemistry, started with a discussion on how we could improve the toxicity of a common used chemotherapy drug, and it's grown from that discussion. I am proud to say that our team now includes Professor Marie Ransom from the School of Biological Sciences and many others. We have seen our research associates awarded doctorates. We have had our share of NH and MRC grants. More importantly, our collaboration has seen the development of a new drug, deflexifol, which is currently in phase 1 clinical trials at Southern Medical Daycare Centre. There are over 25 patients enrolled in this trial. It is showing promising results, and it's an excellent example of translational research and cooperation between clinicians and researchers. I'm proud to say that my association, the University of Wollongong, also extends to the Graduate School of Medicine. Together with the late Professors Don Iverson and John Hogg, in 2003, I was involved in planning for the Graduate School of Medicine. It's subsequently been my great pleasure to teach the medical students of the Graduate School of Medicine. I always remind them to ask questions of myself, of themselves, of the patient, of the disease. My mentor, the late Professor Robert Pitney, told me, "Don't let the bastards get you down." This reminder has served me well over the course of my career. My inspiration to this day remains my wife, Margaret, who has been much more than a partner on this journey. She's been a fellow collaborator and asker of the question why. She has also always been a great source of strength and encouragement for myself and our 4 daughters, Elizabeth, Rebecca, Philippa and Stephanie. I don't know who will serve you as your inspiration. You will meet your own mentors and experience your own journeys. Look with faith in your abilities and pride in your accomplishments towards your bright future. Today is a day of celebration. I would like to publicly acknowledge your support people, partners, parents, children and friends. They too have been on this journey with you, making many sacrifices along the way. To conclude, I wish my hearty congratulations to the graduates. Your accomplishments are great and are acknowledged on this day. There are many obstacles on the road to education and knowledge. They have not ended with this test and mature in your hand. Continue to inquire, to ask why, to look forward with hope. Today we are celebrating the culmination of your undergraduate educational journey. I trust that with the tools you have gained on this journey, we will meet again on the quest for knowledge, the why of health science. You are an inspiration to me, this faculty, and the many others who will follow in your footsteps. I wish you well. Thank you.